Have you ever noticed that the wealthier people become, the less they seem to actually own? It is a strange paradox of the modern age. We call it minimalism, and we treat it like a virtue of high taste. But if you squint, the luxury home looks exactly like a psychiatric ward. White walls, muted tones, zero clutter. Why does the highest status symbol in our society look identical to a facility designed for clinical insanity? To understand why we have chosen to live in these empty boxes, we have to look back at the history of sickness. In the early 20th century, the world fought a white plague. Tuberculosis was killing us by the millions, so we had to radically change our architecture. The architect Alvar Aalto designed the famous Beige Sanatorium not merely as a building, but as a medical instrument intended to heal the lungs. He removed the ornaments. He smoothed the sharp edges. He created a vacuum where bacteria could not hide and where dust could not settle. This was called the hygiene of the mind. They believed mental illness and physical sickness could be cured by exposure to visual silence. The Victorian era was cluttered, dirty, and loud. The cure for that chaos was to scrub the world completely clean of its personality. Aalto designed rooms for the recumbent patient. Lying down, vulnerable. Does that physical posture sound like anyone you know in the modern day? You are the new patient. But you are not sick with bacteria. You are sick with an overwhelming amount of information. We are living in a digital jungle. Your brain is processing more data in a single day than your ancestors processed in a lifetime. This is the attention economy. It is loud. It is bright. It is hunting you every second that your eyes are open. Your amygdala, the threat center, reacts to visual noise in 80 milliseconds. It is instant. It happens before you even know you are afraid. But your rational brain takes 300 milliseconds to catch up. You are constantly lagging behind your own fear response, trapped in a loop. We call it doomscrolling. It induces a state of chronic hyperarousal. Your body thinks it is dying, even while you are sitting safely on the couch. When your digital life is a war zone, a messy room feels like a physical threat. It becomes too much signal for the noise. So we paint the walls beige. Not because we like the color, but because we need the environment to stop screaming at us. This is the void as a shield. We are building domestic monasteries to protect our fried circuitry from the onslaught of the outside world. Look at the homes of the ultra-wealthy, the celebrities. They live in multi-million-dollar caves that look stripped of all human life. In the 1980s, money meant more. Gold, patterns, stuff. Because the world felt safe, so we could afford to be visually loud. Today, money means less. In an age of total chaos, the ultimate luxury is the absence of variables. Emptiness has become the new gold. This is a trauma response. It is the architectural equivalent of a weighted blanket. It presses down on you to make you feel secure. We are trying to turn our living rooms into sensory deprivation tanks. We are starving the eyes to save the mind from drowning. Roughly 20% of people are naturally highly sensitive. But the internet has made the other 80% chemically sensitive as well. Psychologists call it visual fasting. You are putting your visual cortex on a diet because it is obese with information. Look at the hallways. Long, empty, clear sightlines. This is the Kirkbride Plan, originally designed for 19th century asylums to manage patients. Trauma survivors need environmental predictability. They need to know that nothing is hiding in the corner, waiting to hurt them. If the furniture blends into the floor, the brain doesn't have to process it. It becomes invisible. It stops being a demand on your attention. This creates the breathing room effect. Your cortisol drops. Your heart rate slows. You finally feel safe enough to breathe. It borrows from the philosophy of wabi-sabi. but we stripped away the deep philosophy and kept only the anesthetic visual properties. You cannot meditate in a nightclub. And your phone is a nightclub that never closes. It is open 24 hours a day. So you build a fortress of nothingness. The void is not a style choice. The void is a shield against the arrows of modernity. We recoil at bright colors now. We call them tacky or dated. But really, we just find them physically painful to look at. We have created a world of sad beige because we are sad, and we need the beige to hold us together when we crumble. Every notification is a micro-trauma. Ding, ding, ding. You are under attack, and there is nowhere left to hide. The prescription for a seizure is stillness. The prescription for the seizure of modern life is exactly the same thing. We have voluntarily locked ourselves in high-end cells. And we paid millions of dollars for the privilege of being incarcerated. We scrub the character out of our homes because character is just another word for noise, and we cannot handle any more noise. We are desperately trying to buy back the processing power that the internet stole from us, one white wall at a time. We live in spaces that tell no stories because we are too exhausted to listen to them. We want silence above all else. It is a prophylactic space, a quarantine zone for the soul to recover from the infection of being online. As digital vitality goes up, physical vitality must go down. It is a perfect, tragic equation that balances our lives. So here is the slap in the face. You didn't paint your walls white because you have good taste. You painted them white because you are traumatized. And that is okay. You are just trying to survive the jungle. We are a generation of patients, pretending to be curators. We are hiding our symptoms and calling it interior design. In a loud world, silence is the only wealth left. It is the only thing that cannot be notified or digitized. Beige isn't boring. Beige is safety. It is the color of a mind finally at rest. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. I know how precious it is. I am just a student of patterns trying to weld unrelated ideas, like trauma and architecture, to reveal truths that might help us understand our world a little better. If this video sparked a moment of clarity for you, or if you simply see your home differently now, please share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to help me find the next pattern, clicking subscribe would truly mean the world to me. Let's figure this out together.